Hello, everyone. Oh, God, sorry about that. It's the Axel Shifter here, back with the next Multiverse Wars episode number 31. I mean, after that special episode, Reverse Flash vs. Yellow Flash, I had to take a little bit of a break from this series because it took so much effort out of me to research both of them and really explain the lore of Yellow Flash, but luckily, I'm back now with the 31st episode, and we're going back to the standard episode before. Probably another special episode will come out in episode like 40 or something, maybe, or even 100. So, this is going to be a battle between two of the sharp-teeth warriors, two basically like fucking, wild animals essentially. Tai Long from Kung Fu Panda versus Battlebeast from Invincible. Which two of these martial arts masters will be able to win this battle? They both died in their own respective franchises, so maybe they'll come back one last time and see who is the truly better fighter out of the both of them. So without further ado, let's do this. Tai Long is the main antagonist of the first Kung Fu Panda movie because he's now dead. He was the adoptive son and former student of Master Shifu, and a very powerful leopard style of Kung Fu. He was trained by Shifu at the Jade Palace. Tai Long was raised under an impression that he was supposed to become the Prism Dragon Warrior. However, after he was denied the title by Master Oogway, the GOAT, the legend himself, Tai Long revealed his true dark nature by ravaging against the valley he was raised in, resulting in the incarnation for 20 years. After breaking out of prison, he attempted to get the scroll, but once again he was actually defeated by Po instead of Master Shifu, thus killing him off. And now it's time we talk about his powers, abilities, and feats. For starters, he's capable of creating a small crater simply by kicking the ground, which is an extremely impressive feat of strength. And near the end of the movie when he's fighting Po, he survives a fall several feet in the air to the point where he falls down. Now he was damaged by it and extremely tired, but he still survived it. And he's so agile that he's completely fast enough to climb up these rocks in an extremely quick amount of time, proving that he's extremely fast and tough to hit when it comes to close quarters combat, and even agility trying to catch him in general. He's also capable of fighting the entire Furious Five all at once, and he's able to beat all of them, except for Po at the end of the movie. But still, he did have lots of experience as he did train for all of his life to fight and be the ultimate dragon warrior. So that's something to be said at least. I mean, this guy is an absolute beast, and you could see if you saw the movie. Not to mention some of his even more crazier feats, such as throwing a metal plate hard enough to embed itself in the side of a pillar, overpower Shifu, and with Oogway's staff, throw several blades at Shifu, fractures, of course, pretty much the Lark in one stone, sends guards flying, and was strong enough to break out of his prison by breaking his chains, and while holding the chains on two boulders. So he's pretty strong. But as for his weaknesses though, I mean, he is pretty overconfident and cocky, and also mentally unstable flat out, because he was in prison for 20 years as said in the movie, so basically that has to do something to your mind, and of course it does happen to Tai Long. Also, he doesn't really have much knowledge about modern times really. He does have knowledge about fighting and experience and being the Dragon Warrior, but still, not that much when it comes to modern stuff. Well, you can't really expect that. Battlebeast is also one of the main antagonists of Invincible. He is a warrior through and through. He searches throughout the cosmos for an ultimate fight and has conquered thousands of planets. And his ultimate goal in life is to die fighting a strong opponent. This could mean anyone, including Thrag by the end of the series. But now that we've gone through his basic bios, now let's discuss his powers and abilities. For starters, when he first appeared in the series, he was easily capable of defeating Invincible, who was just starting out. Now, the other villains that Machine Head sent out, they couldn't even touch him, they couldn't even beat him, because he was half human, half Viltrumite, and Viltrumites are known for being the strongest beings in the Invincible universe, but Battlebeast was pretty easily able to beat him, despite how much he tried, and despite how much Mark pushed himself. Battlebeast still came out on top. And more of his strength feats come from fighting other naturally born Viltrumites, as he's perfectly capable of fighting off 5 of them all at once, and including throwing around another female Viltrumite and throwing them like a fucking batarang at the other Viltrumites. This guy is absolutely insane. And he's also capable of fighting off the Ragnarok. Ragnarok are one of the only beings in the Invincible universe that get even capable of hurting Viltrumites, even killing a few of them, one of the weaker ones on a few occasions. And yeah, they're extremely strong. And even some of the strongest Ragnar are even able to keep up with other characters. But as always, Battlebeast was able to fend off and even kill multiple of different them while defending Thrag. And then we have one of his greatest feats yet, fighting the strongest Viltrumite in the series, Thrag himself. And as we see right here, Battlebeast was pretty capable of fighting off against Thrag. Their battle lasted several days, which proved that their stamina are absolutely insane, including Battlebeast's. However, he did die by the end, so yeah. But it still wasn't a horrible loss either. He put up a really good fight, and he potentially could have won if he didn't hurt himself and he kept his weaponry and it was at his full power and energy. And while Thaddeus, Invincible, and Omni-Man himself destroyed the Viltrumite planet, they were all 3 of them basically destroyed it. Battlebeast was also near the explosion, but was knocked out, meaning that he did survive it, and he was still ready to fight Thrag. And he was also perfectly capable of being in the vacuum of space. And keep in mind, they don't have smart add-ons, which makes Viltrumites extremely durable. No, Battlebeast was just really powerful, but not a Viltrumite. But still, one of the key factors of how a Viltrumite stays alive in space, Battlebeast didn't have, but yet he's still living. But as for his weaknesses, however, he can still be defeated, as shown by Thrag crushing his heart, the only being in the Invincible verse strong enough to finally put the wolf down. But yeah, really though, Battlebeast is an absolutely insane character, and even more when it comes to scaling to other characters like Omni-Man, Invincible, and more. And now we've reached the end. Now it's time we talk about who would win this battle, and I think it's fairly obvious. It's Battlebeast, really, guys. I mean, come on. It's really it's in your face, honestly. I mean, he is capable of fighting off Omni-Man and Invincible and nearly killed them. And he even nearly killed Thrag as well, but in the end, he did die, but still, it wasn't a bad loss per se. He was actually somewhat winning. It was a stalemate at the beginning, but yeah, it was a really good fight, and he showed he can hold his own against the strongest Viltrumite in the series. While Tai Lung has beaten the Furious Five before, he was eventually defeated by Poe, who really discovered his true mastery of his powers. And yeah, both of them did die at the end, but I would say Battlebeast would still be able to absolutely wipe the floor with Tai Lung. So yeah, Tai Lung wins. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this 31st episode of Multiverse Wars. Episode 32 is coming right around the corner.